For the first time in school history, West Catholic is celebrating a state high school football championship. Falcons knocking off Olivet 42-26 to claim the Division V state crown. Joining us here on Sports Overtime, head coach from West Catholic, Dan Roan, and senior quarterback Lance Buitendijk. Fellas, first of all, 24 hours later or so, congrats. Sinking in?
No.
No? I like that honesty. What's it been like?
It's been great knowing that we're the first team ever in West Catholic history to win a state championship, and it really means a lot to me, my family, and the community at West Catholic.
For you, Coach, you've been here for 4 years, and I think I kind of talked to you about this earlier in the week. Just almost like a natural process for you. Coming in, taking over, building up the team and the program to where you want with your coaching staff. And then you get to the playoffs, and then you're running into the Oak Ridges and the Menominees of the world, and kind of feel teams that have had a lot of success in the playoffs and kind of jumping those hurdles to getting to this point. How nice, 4 years later, and you finally have cashed one in.
Yeah, it is. It's nice for the school, the community, and the kids buying into the program and what we're trying to do. And, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work for everyone in school, the administration. But time pays off, and we're nice. We feel comfortable where we're at. We had a great win, and kids are really starting to enjoy it.
Another thing we mentioned earlier in the year, you opened up the season with the inaugural cross-state Catholic football shootout, and it was one of those things where when you said, and 3 of those 4 teams that we had here made it to the finals. You guys, along with Catholic Central, who won. Orchard Lake St. Mary's was there as well. And then the school up from Traverse City St. Francis was there, and they've always had a good program. You guys lose on that opening day to Orchard Lake St. Mary's, 42-6. Could you have pictured then going on to win 13 straight, including the state title?
No, I think we just took it one game at a time, but we really focused on what we had to do as a team. And, the kids came in, recommitted, and made sure they focused on practice and effort and enthusiasm and hustle and playing for each other and have some fun. And when they did those things, we obviously had some success. And, the Orchard Lake St. Mary's was a great measuring stick for us, and that's all it was. They're a great program with great tradition, and, obviously they've been in the state championship. So to get those 4 schools to come to our campus, game 1, we thought offered a great environment for Grand Rapids. And it was a lot of fun. It was something we hope to do again next year.
What about for you, Lance? Senior quarterback. I mean, not the way you envisioned. You're kind of leading up from last year, and the working out and the lifting the weights and the running and everything you're doing leading up to a season and 2-day practices, and then you guys come out on opening day, and to have that kind of defeat on your home field. I mean, walking off and heading home that night. What was going through your mind?
Well, I think we went in that game underestimating how good they really are. And that allowed us to group together as a team and realize that we're not the best team out here. So we need to get after it in practice and just come mentally prepared and get after it every week.
How did you then get that message across to everyone? And how did you think all your teammates kind of bought into that to then kind of keep things going?
Well, all the seniors on our team are very good leaders. So we kind of grouped everyone together in practice and huddled up and just kind of had a little talk and told everyone what we need to get done.
How much fun to play in this offense for you as a quarterback? Because, not to say like a wing T offense wouldn't be fun, but, because we do see that a lot. But, for a quarterback in this system that you have, in the state championship game, 11 of 14 passing, 149 yards, a couple of scores. You also ran 15 times for another 69 yards and another score. How much fun? Because whether you got all, you're lining up with, 4 receivers all sprinting down the field and you're just lofting it down there or taking off. I mean, I would imagine from your perspective, you're kind of, okay, what button are we going to push this time?
Oh, I love it. It's just new. It's like you never know who gets the ball. I mean, I love getting the ball every time, making plays, but it's also fun allowing other people to make other plays too, and it's just fun.
For you, Coach, to see these guys, senior class, because you came in with them, so they were freshmen when you took over the West program. How nice to now see this class kind of head off at with that championship.
It's good for them. It's a quality group of kids. I mean, there's 21 seniors in that class, and they represented our school well in a lot of sports and a lot of things they do. So it was great for them to win the first state championship, bring back the West, and also gives us something to build on as a program. I mean, we had 60 kids on the roster, and a lot of those were juniors and sophomores, and even a couple freshmen played with us in the playoff games. So now those kids understand the commitment it takes and what we expect in our program. And in order for us to compete at the highest level, they're going to have to make sure they do the little things that it takes. And we look forward to that. We look forward now to try to build on this and be back there and do this again.
Visited with you on Monday. And Monday was like kind of a mellower day for you guys as kind of leading up to the week. And you said, all right, now I'm done with this interview. I'm going to go out hunting for a couple hours just to kind of get your mindset. What was that like for you? Because I know you did talk to a lot of these coaches that have been to state titles and have been through that road as far as how to lead up to the week, just all the preparation and getting to Ford Field and what to do. And then you kind of said, okay, I got to get away from this for a couple hours. What was that mental break for you? And then, just kind of talking to all these other guys leading up to the game.
It was good. I didn't even take my gun out in the woods with me. I don't think I forgot it, but it was nice just to get away. You have to. I mean, this is a long season, and family and friends and the people that you're around, it wears on a lot of people. It's a lot of things. I mean, it's fun. Don't get me wrong, but it's a major time. And I mean, my son today even said, "Hey, what about next year? We're going to be able to do it again." And I was like, "This year hasn't even set in yet." But it is. It's a lot. I mean, especially the fact that we went to Menominee the week before. I mean, my staff, Sue Armstrong, my assistant, and my wife, and everybody that commits a little bit of time and does the things. You need those people in your program to be a part of it because we had a lot of planning to do. I mean, food for the kids on the way down, stopping at Michigan State, getting over to Grand Valley, and thanks to Tim and the staff at Grand Valley for letting us use their facility, and Tim Allen also at Michigan State for getting us into their facility. I mean, there's so many of those things that go into the preparation, so you make sure that your team is prepared when they get down there. And we even shared Catholic Central's fields and went over their facilities and practiced a couple days. So once we're able to put that stuff behind us and focus on the game plan, then you're allowing your kids to make plays and do the things that you want them to do, and that's what people see on Friday. They don't see all the work behind the scenes, and credit to my staff for putting the time in and the effort in and getting us the opportunity to go out there and compete at the highest level. And once you get out there and start calling the plays and signals and getting the kids, letting the athletes like Lance and Zach Smith and Dan Pittman fly around and make plays, then it's a lot of fun.
I'm sure for your fans, the trip up to Menominee was not a big deal. The trip to Ford Field, not a big deal. Happy to do it. Lance Budak, Dan Roll.